problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and a diamond.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Looking to throw on second down. Godfrey, and that is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Godfrey, he gets it to Cooks. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Complete to Dorsett. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
50. 58. Get him. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Darnold down to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Right there. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Kill. Hey, the lady. Check 24. Watch 24.
Darnold on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began that, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Check motion. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
This is Brown on the carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun on 3rd down. Godfrey complete to Kelly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the cut.
To throw on 2nd down. Godfrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Right over there, right over there.
Go.
Right there. Let him know right there.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Darnold. Dorsett making the catch. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. the touchdown. Here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact
he'll be taken down? The Jets get in there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Get ready. Get ready. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Godfrey. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming. 58's the Mike. Ready? They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Darnold from the gun. Dorsett's got it. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Dorsett. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh, too.
Turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. This is Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Godfrey. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Godfrey. Fighting his way through contact. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Right there. 54 looks great. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, Godfrey. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Harvey Burns there on the cover.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Here's Kelly on fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Out, 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 out.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Robbie Anderson. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Bryant on 48.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coming to you, coming to you. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, it's Brown. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mike 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Godfrey. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's what I do. Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
Now Brown, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go. It's on the end. 54 Mike. I'm coming. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on third down. Godfrey. That's caught by Keller. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 98 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quentin Williams The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Godfrey. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Complete to Dorsett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Darnold. Man, that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To the air again, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Darnold completes it.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6. Again, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A first down throw, Darnold. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kelly tries the right side, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, baby. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Godfrey. And got a man. It's Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go, Trot. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Godfrey. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Godfrey. And that's complete to Cooks. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. There again is Cooks, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
65. Mike spot 4. Mike single. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 9. Check 9.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.